皆さん、こんにちは。こんにちは。こんばんは。私は Jedidiah des. Welcome to the second installment of Gym Leader Championships between Jedidiah and Shaniqua. Jedidiah, of course, being myself, and Shaniqua being the black and beautiful woman, also known as Billy. I'm here today bringing to you the Dragon and the Steel Gym. As you can see, from here we have a very interesting matchup simply because Dragon is one of the most powerful types in the game in Generation 5 and Steel was the only solid counter in Generation 5 to Dragon types. So we're going to see if, the resistance from the Steel type is going to have any effect on the Dragon team. So as you can see over here, I've changed the format a little bit. I've a little bit of a break in the beginning before the battle so that I can talk about random things, such as the fact that I tried to take honey earlier to soothe my throat for the recording but ended up choking because I took too much honey. Oh god, honey is amazing. Anyway, so we are going to start the battle in a few seconds. I'm not sure how long the video is running, and hopefully the recording will be better because I've already adjusted the music volume so that your ears will not have to fight between my voice and the music. And if you find my voice horrible, please just mute the video altogether and listen to your own music, because after all, the battle is what it's all about. So as you can see here, Shaniqua is going to start off with, I'm going to start off with Tyrantrum, who is my stealth rocker, and he is going to start off with Steelix, his stealth rocker. So because dragons have no rapid spin on the team, unfortunately, so there's nothing much I can do, and the stealth rock is my main weakness because it's going to kill a lot of my dragon flying types, especially Dragonite, whose ability multi-scale really depends on having it at full health. And I do not run Roost, unfortunately, so I may actually change that. So you can see we have already set up both our Stealth Rocks, and Steelix, I did not expect this, but Steelix actually carried a Dragon Tail, and that's going to mess up a lot of things, especially now that he sends out into my Dragonite. My Dragonite has high attack, but Steelix has a monstrous defense, so I cannot do Dragon Dance because his Dragon Tail will just simply phase me out and deal damage as well. So I just go for the Earthquake, hoping to deal as much damage as possible. But as you can see, even though Earthquake is 4 times weakness on Steelix, he does not really take much damage at all. His Dragon Tail unfortunately affects my weakness policy. Weakness policy is an amazing item, by the way. You should just try it out on things like Dragonite and Aegislash, basically things that are tanks who take super effective attacks when they have their attack and special attack raised. But as you can see, it doesn't matter now since I'm being phased out, which is a perfect counter. But fortunately for me, my Hydrogeon, I have no idea how to pronounce it, gets sent out, and it counters with a Fire Blast, which is going to hit Steelix in the very weak special defense stat that he has. So now it feigns and he sends out a Klefki. In my opinion, one of the best new Pokemon in this generation. Klefki is amazing. It has a very good defensive typing. It has the ability Prankster, which is going to make things like Thunder Wave, Swagger, Spikes, anything that's non-attacking in order to go first. And you'll be surprised by what the things it can do. It also has the attack Foul Play, which means that the higher the opponent's attack is, the more damage the attack Foul Play does, and therefore it's actually not dependent on Klefki's attacking stat. Since I got Swagger, I hate confusion. I didn't want to do more damage to myself, and I need this Hydrogen later because of Fire Blast. So I sent out my Tyrantrum, who is supposed to be my suicide lead, and I wanted to die as fast as I can. So I just sent it out anyway and try to do some damage to it. I really want to put Earthquake on this thing. I have no idea why. I mean, he has the ability Strong Jaw, so I guess I was hesitating. Right now it's currently running Hit Smash and Crunch, and I can't remember what's... Oh yes, Dragon Tail and Stealth Rock. So I can't really hit Klefki for much right here. I was hoping to just whittle it down. I have no idea why, but I used a Dragon Tail on Klefki and I totally forgot it was Fairy type, simply because I was focusing on the fact that Shaniqua was running a Steel team. I guess that's why I assume it's a pure Steel type for a moment there. And Klefki just continues to irritate me with his Thunder Wave. His Thunder Wave is paralyzing me to no end. He uses Swagger to raise my attack continuously. You might be thinking, what's the purpose of Swagger? I mean, it's, yeah, sure, it raises my attack, it makes me confused, but there's a 50% chance my attacks get through, right? Well, that's not exactly a good thing, simply because even though my attacks might be raised through the roof, it's not going to do much to his Steel type Pokemon since they generally have very high defenses, so it complements very well. And now that my attack is sky high, Klefki actually has the ability Foul Play, which I have told you earlier on actually does the more damage the higher the attack the opponent has. So it KOs my Tyrantron and I send out Hexorus, and this is actually the perfect opportunity for me, because what he doesn't know is my Hexorus actually has a Lumberry. So he's going to swagger me first, sure, but I'm going to get an attack boost, and it's also going to, the Lumberry is going to remove the Confusion weakness. And I have predicted this earlier, and therefore I go straight for the Earthquake so that I can remove Clappy ASAP, because this thing is going to bring down my entire team. Do not get rid of it immediately. And now from here, it's gonna be not an easier job for me, because my Hexorus is relatively fast with a base speed of 97. So as you can see, even though he sends out the all-powerful Metagross, actually it's not that powerful anymore. Metagross actually has a very low speed compared to Hexorus, and therefore I'm definitely going to outspeed it. I'm not sure why he sent out Metagross. I mean, if he carried maybe say a Choice Band Bullet Punch, perhaps he could have hit first and dealt some decent damage, but he did not. And now he sends out his Magnezone. I was half expecting a Choice Scarf on it, because, you know, with a Choice Scarf, Magnezone could actually hit Hexorus for some decent damage, maybe Flash Cannon. But, you know, in the end I found out that he actually did not carry any Choice Scarf. So I'm just going to kill Magnezone again. I think these are two very big misplays, and he should have avoided them and sent out Ferret Horn instead, because Ferret Horn has the highest defense of them all, and Ferret Horn is actually going to take neutral damage from Earthquake. So from here I did one more Dragon Dance. I'm not sure if this was a greedy decision, but basically I was thinking he has a Lucario behind his Ferret Horn left, and I wanted to be sure that I could actually outspeed his Lucario, and therefore I went for the Dragon Dance, knowing that, you know, Ferret Horn cannot kill me within one hit. So he goes for the Leech Seed, and I thought I was safe, and immediately I decided to go for the Earthquake. You might ask, why not other moves, maybe Brick Break or something? Well, simply to put it, my Hexorus only has Earthquake and Outrage. I'm not going to say why, it's a secret. But basically, as you can see from here, my Earthquake with neutral damage and a sky high attack, like Pokemon with Hexorus, 147 base attack, I think, only does, like, you know, about 50% towards Ferret Horn, and that is just annoying, because as you can see, the Gyro Ball, which does the more damage the higher the opponent's speed is, does a hell of a damage to me and leaves me enough health for him to actually absorb using the Leech Seed he had planted earlier. So kudos to him. That was a very good move by him, by the way, or rather a big misplay by me as well. So from here I have my Dragonite, or Nightmare rather. I knew Nightmare was as good as useless, but I thought to put into one good use, last good use, using a Fire Punch. I wasn't sure whether I'll survive Iron Barbs. Looks like I did, but it doesn't matter, because I was planning to suicide my Dragonite anyway. So from here, it's going to start his last Pokemon, Lucario, and I expected Lucario to be his Mega Evolution, since, you know, his other Pokemon aren't Megas, but I'm not sure. Perhaps he decided that, you know, he's not going to sacrifice. If I'm not wrong, Mega Lucario has some downside, I can't remember what it is, but basically he decided not to Mega Evolve it, and he went for Extreme Speed and a KO my Dragonite. Dragonite could usually carry Extreme Speed, but that's in Generation 5. In Generation 6, it does not have Extreme Speed. So I was not worried, because I have Garchomp back in the ranks. It's jolly, it has 107 base speed, it's definitely going to outspeed it since it's not a Mega, and my Earthquake just cleanly KOs Lucario in the process, and I have defeated the almighty Shaniqua. So that's about it. As you can see, today is a very short battle, simply because I'm still tweaking some of the video mechanics. I'm trying to see what is the best length, and therefore I chose a shorter video for today. I hope y'all don't mind. I would like to give a little pointer or two. I seem to be facing some battles recently whereby players are using things on, you know, such as physical attacks on Gengar. You know, you have to look through what are the different moves that are appropriate for each Pokemon. I may do a guide shortly on that. Other than that, I hope you have enjoyed the battle today, and I will bring you a battle very soon. So thank you, and hope to see you again. また来週ね。じゃあ。